What are you going to learn in this course? You're going to learn how soil is built, kind of understanding this new concept that we didn't really get the whole of how soil is built. We knew a fraction of it, and recently we learned the other huge part of how soil works, how soil is built. And that's the big crux of what we're talking about here. That's the basis of it all. We're going to be learning about how to differentiate between what sustainability is and what regeneration is, and really how, when you put them in context and juxtaposition to each other, you can have people really understand the amazing potential that regeneration has. So you'll have that skill, you'll have the assets, you'll have the tools to be able to deliver that concept to the world. We're going to be talking about and learning about water and the carbon and water connection, so that when there is carbon in the soil, when the soil is healthy, what that does to the water sources and the water cycles. We think, oh, there's drought, there's flood. Well, everyone's not talking about how healthy is the soil. Turns out, if the soil is healthy, the water cycle is healthy. The water sources come back. So you'll be learning how to address desertification, drought, the lack of underground water supplies. You'll be able to present the solution to that. We're going to be talking about human health, what it means when we have healthy soil functioning properly, and the plants that are in them able to access minerals, trace minerals, nutrients that they are supposed to be able to access because there is enough life in the rhizosphere. That's the root zone where the roots are meeting with all the microbes and feeding them so that they can feed the plant. You're going to be learning about why healthy food tastes good. You're going to be able to address and speak to audiences about, if you're tasting yummy food, it's because something is happening miraculously and perfectly in the soil. That's an amazing thing. So you say if something tastes bad, it's because there's no nutrients in it. You'll be able to articulate these messages and get them to the world. You'll be able to talk about climate change. You'll be able to really concretely and with plenty of background data and information show that when we're building back our soil, when we're using regenerative agriculture, we're able to sequester billions of tons of carbon. I know, and you'll be introduced to farmers who are pulling in 10 tons of carbon per acre per year on their farmland. You'll be able to address rural poverty. You'll be able to address farmer prosperity and say, look, when we have a regenerative agriculture system functioning, that means as we're building the function of the ecosystem, input costs go down. That means more profits for farmers. You're going to be able to give people hope that it's not just a one-sided thing for climate. It's climate, it's water, it's human health, it's ecosystem function. We didn't even talk about that, how the whole ecosystem is functioning. We're talking about farmer prosperity, rural economics, allowing for source to come back to communities. This is an exciting topic because it changes the perspective of human involvement with nature, with the world. As we're farming, as we're producing our food, we can be regenerating ecosystems, not just doing less harm, not just sustaining. We can regenerate. You'll be empowered and able to talk about regeneration as the new concept that humanity must identify with, must adopt in order to save our planet.